Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another YouTube video. And today's going to be different than the other forms of content that I make. It's not going to be a vlog, it's not going to be lifting, it's actually just going to be me talking, basically, because I don't know, I've had a lot of stuff on my mind just about the world and everything. And when I say it, since this is a new form of content, it's going to come off woke. It's not. It's just things that I've had on my mind and that I've been thinking about a lot recently, just about society and a lot of things. And I kind of want to start making more of these types of videos because I don't see a lot of people saying what I'm saying on the internet. And I don't know, I kind of just want to say what I'm thinking a lot. And it's kind of hard to make videos when I'm not exactly saying what's on my mind. So that's basically just going to be what this is. I believe that us as humans in this society, we are all walking around with invisible chains. Now, what I mean by that is since from the moment that we entered kindergarten, all the way from elementary school to high school, we have been told to get good grades, go to a good college, and then get a sustainable job. But the people that tell us that did all of that. And then most of the people that tell us that work a 9 to 5, which there's nothing wrong with working a 9 to 5. I respect you for working a 9 to 5, but I believe that there is more to life than that. Now, we do all of this, we do good in school, we get a sustainable job. Now, we have this sustainable job to provide for our families. We work this job that we don't even really like, just to provide for our families. But half the paycheck we make from working these cruel hours, half of it goes to the government. And I don't work a job, or I work a job, but it's not like this. I'm not talking about me, I'm talking about most of humanity out there right now. These people, they work their jobs for their whole life up until they're like 70, and then they get to retire. But they spend all of this time working these jobs, and when they're on their deathbed, they don't really have anything to look back on other than maybe their family. But when they die, nobody other than family, maybe a few friends, will remember them. And I personally think there is much more to life than that. Much more, right? But we do all of this out of fear. We work these jobs out of fear. Fear that the dreams that we've had since we were little kids won't work out, and then we would be just another bum on the streets. But let me tell you something. We are all going to die, some sooner than later, but we are all going to die. And for me, I can't just live my life taking it safely, right? I can't live my life not pursuing what I want to pursue just because I'm afraid that I will end up a bum on the streets. I don't understand that. I get why people work these jobs when they, maybe accidentally get a girl pregnant or something and need to provide for their family. I understand that. But I don't understand being so afraid of failing that you don't even try, right? Because some people, they are so afraid of failure, so afraid that they will just end up out on the streets or poor, that they just get a normal job that all of society works. Not all, but you know what I mean. I just think that I can't take the same route as everybody else. They say go to college, get a good job, work for the rest of your life, provide for your family, and then die. I can't do that, and I don't get how anybody else can do that. And I encourage everybody watching this to actually try what they want to do. And don't knock anybody for trying. Try what you want to do. Don't listen to what friends say, family says, unless it's like genuinely unhealthy what you want to do, like drugs or something. Do what you want to do. Do what makes you happy. What makes me happy is making YouTube videos, right? And yes, I know that it's not 100% guaranteed that I'm going to make it on YouTube, but just because I know that doesn't mean that I'm going to settle down for something better or something different. Because no matter what, I'm always going to make content because it's what I love to do. But just because it's not as safe of a lock-in as, working at a hardware store or something, doesn't mean that I'm just going to take that other route, because I can't do that. I can't, when I'm dying on my deathbed, I want to know that I have tried. I want to know what I've wanted out of life, and I want to know that I either got it or tried my very hardest to get it, because I'm not going to stop trying until I die, right? I think that so many people are so concerned about what other people say and are so concerned about what's going on the news or what the statistics are, which aren't even real. Statistics aren't even real. Everything is different for everybody. Statistics aren't real. They'll give you a statistic on something, but those are all different people who did all different things, who have all different stories. You know, you are different than that. You are different than everybody on that statistic. It really depends on who you are and what you do and how you get what you want, if you get what you want. But you will never get what you want if you don't even try to get it out of fear that you won't get it. So I guess where I'm headed is, if we are all going to die at some point, what is the point in not trying? We are all going to die. These taxes that we have, these jobs that we have, these schools that we're in, they don't matter. We are all going to die. Money doesn't matter. It's not real. So why not do what you want to do while you're here? Because from my point of view, right, we are all very lucky to be alive. Whether you believe in God or not, I believe in God. So I see it as God chose me to be alive. He gave me this life. Why would I just sit around and take the same route as everybody else with this one life that I have? And if you don't believe in God, it is pure luck that you are here. So why not take that idea that you are lucky to be here, it is pure luck that you're here, and then make something of it. You were here by chance. So why not make something of that? I can't just sit here and pretend like I don't want what I want out of fear. I know I want to create content, and that is what I'm going to do. I'm not afraid of failing. I know it's a possibility, but that's not in my mind, right? Obviously, in my mind, it's like, what if this doesn't work? But I'm not afraid of that because I know how much I want this, and I'm not just going to settle for something different. Because no matter where I go with creating content, I am always going to. Always. And that could be the same with anything. But I don't know, I can't stress this enough. We are all going to die. We get one life, dude. Literally one. And I know it's a cliche saying, but we get one life. One, dude. And then, depending on your beliefs, you're done. Right? And I believe in God. So when I go to heaven, I want to actually look back on the good life that I had. I don't want to look back on the same life as everybody else because money doesn't equal a good life. A good life can be anything. But to me, a good life is a life that I choose. And I'm not going to choose just the normal route that everybody else goes. So I guess the moral of today, do what makes you happy and do what you want to do, and don't worry or care about what anything or anyone says. All right? Have a great day. I know it's a different style of content than usual, but I don't know. I really wanted to start talking to y'all more. And I don't know. I'm going to make a lot more videos like this. And I just hope y'all enjoy it. All right, guys, if you like the style of content that you saw today and you want to see more of it, but in short form, go follow this TikTok right here, Ben Stiv, and have a great day.